Hello and welcome to Shiny Crochet. Today we are finishing off our long neck dinosaur plushie. This is part 2, which covers making the legs and construction. If you missed part 1, then see the card above or link in the description below for details. If you have any questions, please leave a detailed comment below so I can help. The legs are much simpler than the first part, and you'll be done before you know it. If you are using 2 colours, you'll want to start with the contrast colour to the body as we start with the feet. Have your body colour on hand to change over shortly. We will be making the front legs first. There will be 2 made. Start with a magic circle. Then 7 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pull the starting tail tight. Then slip stitch to end the row and chain 1 to begin the next. Row 2 is 7 single crochet increases. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 13 and 14. Slip stitch to end the row. If you are using the one colour throughout, then skip to the start of row 3 and chain 1, but if you are changing colours, then tie off. Cut a short tail and sew in the starting tail and finishing tail. Pick up a new colour and slip stitch to the last stitch to start the leg. As this row is worked in back loop only, you will want to slip stitch into the back loop and chain 1. Row 3 is worked in back loop only. Complete 14 back loop only single crochet. One, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14. Slip stitch to end the row and chain 1 to begin the next. Sew starting tail of the new colour or send it to the right side to sew in at the end. Rows 4 to 11 are 14 single crochet around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 13, 14. Slip stitch to end the row and chain 1 to begin the next between each row. Repeat for another 6 rows. Slip stitch to end row 11 and chain 1 to begin the next. Row 12 is 7 single crochet along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now slip stitch to the next stitch. Chain 1 and turn. We'll work back along the row. Skip 1 stitch, then complete 5 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slip stitch to the next stitch and tie off. Cut a long tail. This will be used to sew the leg to the body later. Those last 2 rows create a raised edge which will go up the front of the body to help angle up the torso. Ensure all other tails are sewn in except that last one. Repeat for the other front leg before continuing to the back legs. These are much the same as the front legs. Start with the same colour to begin the back feet. Begin with a magic circle, then 7 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pull the starting tail tight, slip stitch to end the row, and chain 1 to begin the next. Row 2 is 7 single crochet increases. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 13 and 14. Slip stitch to end the row and chain 1 to begin the next. If you're working in one colour, skip to the start of row 3. If you're working in 2 colours, do the same as last time. Tie off, cut a short tail and sew in both tails. Be sure to subscribe to stay in the loop of new patterns and tutorials. I upload every week, except where life or health gets in the way, and I do try to keep a variety of projects on the go. Slip stitch body colour on and we'll begin the next row. Row 13 is worked in back loops only. Complete 14 back loop only single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thirteen, 14. Slip stitch to end the row. And chain 1 to begin the next. Rows 4 to 9 are 14 single crochet around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Thirteen, 14. Slip stitch to end the row and chain 1 to begin the next. Repeat for another 5 rows. At the end of row 9, slip stitch and tie off. Cut a long tail, which will be used to sew the leg to the body shortly. Sew in the other tails as needed. Repeat for the other back leg. We have now completed all the crochet. Next we will be joining the legs. Starting with the back legs, have a small amount of polyfill stuffing on hand. Looking at the section from part 1, we attached a second stitch marker on a decrease on row 47. That can now be used to align the legs on the body. The back of the back legs will align with that row, with one stitch space between them. Use a yarn needle to sew in place. This can take some practice. Sew 3/4 around, then stuff the leg. Stuff them to the point of keeping shape but not bulging out. Finish sewing around. I usually work around until it is mostly set, but don't hide the tails completely until all the legs are joined. That way I can more easily undo and try again if it's out of alignment too much. Once both legs are joined, we will do the front legs. Remember, one side is taller than the other, so that should be angled to the front. Stand the plushie up and see where the legs fit best to hold the front of the torso up a little higher than the back. I line it up roughly with the first row of increases on the body, once again with only one stitch between them. Align with the middle of the back legs. Once happy with the placement, finish sewing in the tails and tidy them off. We have one last detail. The fin on the top of the head is currently rounded out by the stuffing. Pinch together the ridge as I am doing here, rubbing it back and forth a touch to remove the stuffing. Thread a length of yarn roughly 6 inches in length. Then stitch back and forth to hold that shape. Sew in the tails. And now you are finished. Well done! This is a fussy pattern, or at least the neck definitely does my head in sometimes, but I really like how little sewing is involved. One day I will work out how to make the legs part of the body, even just to fulfill that dream of no sewing. So how did you go? Are you going to make an army of Brachiosaurus to take over the playroom or office space? Maybe you'd like a Triceratops to join your army. See the card above or link in description to my Triceratops plushie tutorial. Have a lovely day.